Hi, Marilyn O'Malley here of MarilynO'Malley.com, and today I want to talk to you and talk to the empath in you, the empath that is affected by experiences and people around you that move you in such a way that kind of knocks you off of your foundation, that makes you feel out of alignment with your purpose or your path, that can have you feeling wobbly, confused, angry, irritated, agitated, depressed, post-traumatic stress syndrome, have physical conditions that are unexplainable, different pains or itches or rashes or that come up, because what happens as an empath, that we feel other people's angst, we feel the collective energy of fears and uncertainty, anger, frustration, whatever is happening around us. And so, for instance, for me in January and going on, it was, just sort of seeing all the catastrophes that were happening in our nation, and then around the world, and then Trump on top of that. And then here in Santa Barbara, there was fires, and then mudslides and deaths and destruction. I got caught up in it. I got hooked into it. So all of a sudden I was watching the news and listening to things, and I read stories about the people that were swept away, and it really took my heart and threw me for a loop. And actually, I discovered that I ended up having post-traumatic stress syndrome from it. And but it brought about all these different things that were going on with me, and I couldn't figure out why I was having all of these different symptoms. And so if we come back to, we are responsible for creating our reality, right? And that I had to look at like what's going on inside of me, and I didn't know I had post-traumatic stress syndrome, and just these different things started happening, and different ways I was feeling things, and feelings. I got depressed, and I'm not a depressed person. All of a sudden I burst out crying, and I had a lot of grief in me. And I knew I was processing some things, but I didn't realize how deeply I had been affected. And then eventually, because I wasn't, because I was not fully taking care of myself, because I was extending myself out to help other people, and feeling, that was an important thing, and I didn't make myself a priority at the time. I ended up getting high blood pressure and some other stuff. So I want to share with the empaths what I've learned from this, and to help you, because I know I'm not the only one. I've been talking to a lot of other healers and empaths and friends, and this is going on for a lot of people. And so I want to share the things that have really helped me come back to me, helped me create an even stronger foundation. And what I'm getting is we're up-leveling our energy, and when we do that, we have to let go of other energies or other things that are from the past that are no longer serving us. And so you have to start paying attention and feeling into new things. And also for me, the new energy is feels somewhat because it's new. It can feel a little anxious to me until I relaxed into it. So I was starting to think that I was feeling anxious, but it was really like, oh, this is just new. And so learning how to be comfortable in that. So I'm going to share some self-care things that will help you create a really strong foundation for yourself for in these times of, because if you've been swept up, I feel like the energy is getting better, but if you've been swept up like I was prior, there's still stuff going on with you. And so how to deal with that, as well as the ascension energies, the energy that's pulling us up to align us with a higher energy. That can feel like a lot of chaos, uncertainty, just really kind of unwobbly. And what we need to do is take our power back. So here's what I recommend. And I did, and I would use your intuition as to what feels right for you, and also just feeling into yourself. This is the important thing. This whole process is being very conscious and making choices and not going back into old routines and living unconsciously. It's about making new choices that align so that you're in your power and you're feeling grounded in what it is that you're doing, and you're not going to let the things that are happening around you affect you. Understanding that you need to hold your ground no matter what's happening around you, so that you can help others find their foundation. So number one is pull your energy back from being scattered all over the place and focus on meeting your own needs. So sometimes the first thing we need to do, right, is pull our energy in from all the other people and all the things that we've been doing and whatever past things we have, and just come here to this moment and like, what do I need right now? And the biggest thing that I see that happens is people don't feel safe. Because of uncertainty, because of the chaos, because of our mind and body are disconnected in some way, or we're feeling disconnected from spirit or from other people, that we don't feel safe. And that's one of our core root beliefs that we have, that we form as a child. And so really finding ways to come back, and whether it's using logic, that yes, I'm safe right now, there's nothing that's happening right now, I have a roof over my head, I have food in the refrigerator, I have friends, whatever it is that will make you feel safe right now, you know that's like an important thing to do. So instead of making other people feel safe right now, come back and make yourself feel safe, and that helps to ground you in, because that affects everything else in your life. If you are not feeling safe, your vision of your reality is it's not safe. And so coming back and finding that is really powerful. And that's going to show up in a variety of ways. Feel more love than fear. So again, there's that feeling of safety, and realizing that one of the ways that we put ourselves in not feeling safe is we go into fear. And so understanding that, and again, fear is we're making things up most of the time. Unless you're in real danger, then your fear is made up. And so it's finding the love, finding ways for yourself to feel love. So every time fear would come up for me, I would just realize, I would just feel the love that and compassion that I have for myself, for others. I would imagine my children. I would imagine my friends. I would imagine my connection to spirit, and how I feel when I feel connected. I would just come up with whatever ways and open my heart and just feeling that, I might go out into nature, and then just that allowed me to feel it. So sometimes when it was hard, I would find different ways to find out how to connect and bring up that feeling of love within inside of me. I wasn't looking to be loved, right? I was finding that love inside of me. And when I feel that love, the fear goes away. So next, practice energy medicine to keep your energies aligned. So a lot of times, right, when we go into fear or don't feel safe, um, there's energies are out of alignment. And so really working your energy, I like Donna Eden's work. There's a variety of different things, so whatever is your key thing. So like doing the Donna Eden's 5-minute exercise every day is really good. There's also some other energy exercises that she has that calms your triple warmer down. So that part of you that goes into fight or flight, that's to keep you out of danger, to keep you on high alert, you calm it down. It allows your body to relax. So there's different ways that if you work with energy medicine, go have somebody work with you. Get body work is a wonderful way to start to help your body relax and align all the meridians, your chakras, etc. So that's really good work to do. So we're working with mind, body, and spirit. So we're looking at all these different directions to help you come back and build the really strong foundation to keep you on your path, on your purpose, to allow you to be the healer or the guide or the teacher or the parent without feeling overwhelmed and being pulled away from who you are and off that foundation by what the things that are going on around you. Because we need you to have that power in order to hold that light and that love and that peace and that empowerment for those whoever else is wobbling, so that we can be a model for that. And we're all doing this all the time. There's this little dance that goes on. As we expand more, then we have to find that foundation again. How do we take care of ourselves? And then we grow and we expand more, and then we have to redo that. So it is an ongoing process. So meditate. Meditation is huge. Again, learning how to manage your mind, to pull, not let yourself be distracted, to be able to manage your mind, to come back here now. Come back here now instead of off into fear in the future or the anxiety and creating anxiety or doubt or worry. Nope, come back. What's here right now, and what are we creating? Where are we focusing? Where are we going? So a lot of times this is about, keeping your focus on the here and now and the path of where you're going. And I really love Joe Dispenza's meditations. They're very powerful, and I love his work, so I highly recommend that, as well as just like 20 minutes coming in, following your breath, or just being present in the moment and doing that. Express yourself. So do some artwork, write, journal, create music, do something that really is touching into the core of who you are, that expresses who you are. Spend time in nature and with animals. So all of those are very grounding for you, very nurturing energetically. They help to bring, again, align your energies naturally. So go outside, and even if you can't go for a hike or something like that, like stand barefoot in the grass or lay down on the grass or sit with your back against a tree. Look out at the ocean, go swimming, anything, a hike, whatever it is in nature, play with animals, be with your animals. Again, just very healing, naturally healing time. Set healthy boundaries and expectations. So say no. So when you don't have any more to give and you can't take in anymore at the time, it's like say no. That's like the best thing that you can do. And really pulling back and simplifying your life is really important. We're not about making things more complicated. So just coming back and really, before you say yes to anything, really seeing, is that something that would make you feel good? Is that something that you really desire? And if it's not, then don't do it. And to set healthy boundaries as to, you know, the boundaries are also, and you can find these on my website. I have tons of information and on YouTube about how to set healthy boundaries. Energetically setting them, so putting, creating the space around you and clearing the space of other people's energy, and setting up almost like there's what do I want to say, a boundary around you, that other people's energy doesn't come in all the way to you. It comes in to about here, and then like on the outside of your aura. Anyway, all of that's explained in other areas. So so setting those boundaries, setting your expectations, not having too much on your list to do. And again, this is a period where you're taking care of you. So just, you know, do the work that you have to do, and then really check in and see, what is it that would nurture me right now? How can I take care of myself right now? Clear out old energy, beliefs, actions, clutter, to make room for the new energy. New energy of ease, of freedom, of love versus fear, right? Of clarity, of ease. So clearing out whatever the clutter, whether, and this is like physical as well as emotional. So doing a lot of you can do some inner child work, where it's again really soothing the child, your inner child, that feeling of not being safe, of being heard and seen, and getting back in touch with that, letting go of beliefs that are limiting. And again, you're letting go of those. You're understanding, I have these. You don't need to focus on them a lot, but it's like, so letting go of that, so, and realizing that's old, as that is not what I want present in my life, and this is what I want now. And so it's just like letting that go in order to have ease in your life, right? Letting go, like, I don't need to struggle. I'm ease and grace, love, you know, freedom to be me, joy, the joys of living, becoming aware of the joys of living instead of the struggles of living, right? So it's like, where are you focused? And so letting go of the old focuses that are limiting and taking you down a wrong path, that you got triggered. A lot of times when we get triggered, right, we go back to the old fears, the old ways of being. And so it's bringing up that awareness, like, oh, I'm in that old triggered way, and coming back to this present moment, and what am I choosing? So I'm going to let go of that old pathway, those old triggers, and I'm going to be I'm choosing this new pathway. This is where I'm going. I am choosing well-being. I am choosing love. I am choosing ease instead of struggle. I am choosing freedom instead of anger or frustration or judgment, etc. Okay, so I already talked, go get body work, you know, or if you can't do the energy work and stuff yourself, or you don't want to, go have people work on you, acupuncture, chiropractic, massage, any of those would be wonderful for you. Whatever it is that you desire. Again, you're feeling in, what would be good for me? What would really serve me? And be picky about who's doing the work on you. Find a really good person that's a good energy, positive energy. You're really looking to create, what do I want my world to feel like, no matter what is going on in front of you right now. Create that positive stuff. Connect with friends, family, and your tribe. So you know, when I get stuck in fear, or I'm feeling things and they're unnatural, I start reaching out. I call friends and healers and stuff and saying, are you experiencing this? You know, I start asking questions, because sometimes I don't trust myself. I second guess, even though I know like something's going on. And so, yeah, talking to them and seeing, like, I'm not the only one. That always helps me. I'm not the only one going through this. And hearing, you know, and then gathering information here and there, and that just, and then as we talk about it, you know, it's like, talk about what's going on, talk about that, you know, you're feeling depressed and you usually don't, you know, that's like a lot of times we call friends and stuff, we're, hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, no matter what, right? And so it's like, it was really nice to have some conversations and be there for each other. Not, we weren't trying to help each other, you know, or change each other in any way, but just like, yeah, I'm feeling that too, and I'm processing that, and then, you know, talking to other professionals and stuff, and they're like, yep, that's coming, I see people coming in, I'm experiencing these different things. So we're sharing information, and that allows us also to work on ourselves and give and sharing tools, right? So now that we're working together energetically, and I think also remembering you're connected to Source, and Source is there to help you. So asking, what do I need to know, and feeling that connection. A lot of times when we feel you know, out of whack, or we feel like we're going crazy, is because we're disconnected. And so connecting in with all of those, or finding and going out and finding a tribe. If you're feeling alone, go find a group of people that would be positive and supportive, and that, and again, has things going on that help you be in those energies that you want to be in. And then the last thing that I have down here is, do what raises your energy and let go of what no longer is aligned with how you want to feel. The most important thing is for you to always be choosing where you want to go, what you want to feel, being in that energy of joy. Put on a smile on your face, and energetically that smile starts to align different things energetically in your body, but also it brightens up your how you feel. And people start responding to you because you're smiling at them, and now you're getting that smiling energy back, and that starts to raise up your energy. So that's why it's good to connect with people and be smiling. Even if you don't feel like it, it really does help to raise your energy. And then all of those things that I described before this fit into that big picture of you being in the energy that raises it up. So the biggest trick is being conscious of following what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And so when all of a sudden you're not feeling right, and you are feeling different, or if you're feeling pain, then start to, instead of focusing on the pain, focus on the ability of your body to heal itself, and how good it feels to feel healthy, or focus on feeling love and compassion for yourself. If you're feeling, all of a sudden you go in and you start thinking you're overwhelmed by, like, oh my God, the world's falling apart, you know, like, I'm so scared, there's so much uncertainty, to pull those thoughts in and say, wait a minute, stop, what do we want? You know, we want peace in the world. We want there to be compassion. So start feeling those, start being those, right? And so this is a much, and they will just keep you being on your path. And as you keep doing this more over and over and over again, then it really starts to become you, and you're building that strong foundation. And so you can start to see when somebody comes up and says something to you to trigger you, they're in their fear, that you can be like, you can watch it, have that boundary, you can watch them going through that, and you can stay grounded in knowing what your truth is, and just know that they're in fear right now, and you can just help sharing love with them or compassion for them having that fear. But you don't have to take it on. Don't take it on. Just see it out there and understand, and just love and have love and compassion for them, and love and compassion for yourself. So I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate and love all of you, and we're all a work in progress. And any questions, any way I can help you, please reach out. create a discovery session with me, or leave comments, or ask me questions. So until next time, live, love, and matter. Take care. Marilyn O'Malley at MarilynO'Malley.com.